your body gets used to going to bed at a certain time and waking up at a certain time, and it's hard to get out of that rut. But it's been doing it, I don't know, till 25 years, I guess, 30 years, whatever it's been. It's been quite a while, come to think of it, of waking up like that. Plus, when I was having the cluster headaches and all that stuff, it was you couldn't sleep. I mean, it got to the point where you almost get scared to go to sleep because you don't want the headaches because they were so bad. But that went on for quite a few years like that also, and that was pretty rough.
How do you get ringing in the ears to stop?
Yeah, KC22YM. I don't know if you've ever been to Alaska or up there in the Northlands, but I spent in 1990, I believe, I was working for an insurance company, Continental Insurance, which unfortunately went out of business years later. Not when I was there, though, of course. It was in good shape. It was bought, actually. It was actually going out of business. It was bought by another company. But anyway, we had a subsidiary company that did ocean, marine, hull, and cargo surveying, which basically means they were marine insurers and marine adjusters, and they would do claims adjustments to marine damage, oil spills and that kind of thing. And they were a specialty unit within our insurance company. And I was tagged to help them set up. They had won the bids to operate the Trans-Alaska Pipeline Liability Fund Valdez oil spill adjudication and adjustment. You probably heard about that year. I think it was back in '89. The Valdez Exxon Valdez, the big oil tanker ran aground. It spilled and disengorged all its oil, its petroleum, into the Gulf of Alaska. And, of course, the fishermen and the resort owners and homeowners, they're all making claims against this company, Exxon. But all of the oil companies were in a sort of a pool called the Trans-Alaska Pipeline Liability Fund. They pooled their efforts into protecting themselves through self-insurance, but it was under the federal mandate. Anyway, make a long story short, I was asked to go up there and set up an operation with about 50 workstations and servers and all this other stuff, which I did. And I was up there in July. I was supposed to be there for a week and a half, 2 weeks. I ended up being there for about a month and a half. At the request of the management up there, because I was helping in training and all that stuff. And, in July, up in Alaska, you've got 22 hours practically of daylight. As a matter of fact, at 1 a.m. in the morning, there were matinees at the movie theaters. And you really have a level of energy that you never really imagined, because you basically have all this daylight throughout the day in July, and the weather is nice. And you find yourself having to force yourself to sleep. And if you get 4 hours of good sleep, you're lucky. But the thing is, you don't feel tired, because the light energy, basically, you have to rest your brain. See, the sleep is more important, not so much for body rest, but for brain rest. And as long as your brain goes into REM sleep for a few hours, and you dream and all this other stuff, you basically generally get enough sleep. Of course, some people say you have to get 8 hours. It's not necessarily so, in my opinion. I was operating on 3 hours of sleep. We had in our had a hotel room. We had 3 shades on the Venetian blinds. You had drapes and you had these black shades, just to make sure that you can create more artificial darkness so you can go to sleep. Of course, during the winter, it's even worse. There's probably like a 1 hour or so of daylight in the dead of winter, and you really get burned out if you don't force yourself to sleep. So it was the opposite during the summer, of 2 hours of daylight. You basically have to, 2 hours of darkness, you have to force yourself to sleep. that was I could never live up there. People do live up in Alaska; they get accustomed to it, but I don't think I could do it. Casey, just who I am.
W4HYI. Yeah, there's no way that I could. I don't see how they do it. Yeah, and I remember that oil spill up there years ago. I do remember that when it happened, but no, I've never been to Alaska. I think the furthest west I've ever been was Oklahoma. Is the furthest west. North, I've been to Vermont, New Hampshire. The furthest north up, and of course Florida, south. But yeah, I don't think I could do that. Have all that daylight and then wintertime it's all darkness. That would be. I mean, of course, after being up there for a while, you'd get used to it, but it would take a while. You know, the way our cycle is down here, how much light we have, and how much darkness we have. It would take forever to get used to it, but yeah, there's tons of people that live up there that deal with that all the time. That they can have it. I wouldn't mind going to Alaska, but I wouldn't be able to put up with anything like that. That's for sure. But all right, Peter, let me jump out of here. It's almost 6 o'clock, and I'm gonna be going to bed here about 6:30. So I will chat with you tomorrow if you're gonna be around. And if not, I'll catch you whenever you're going to be on the next time. Have a good evening. W4HYI.
W4HYI, KC2QIM. Always a pleasure to chat with you, Jay. And pleasant dreams. Nighty-night. And don't let the bed bugs bite. Every night. That was cute. This is the Tower Power, Whiskey Bravo 3 Alpha Tango Foxtrot, listening to spine frequency. Hey, is that Alex out there? This is Peter. Hey, how you doing, Peter? WB3 in Tampa. I hope all is well, over. Yes, good afternoon, Sean. Yeah, I'm really surprised. I normally never really able to copy you too well on 20 meters, and we don't really have we're not able to chat. But no, you really took a lot of heat yesterday from a couple of guys. I feel bad for you, actually. I'm used to it, but thank you so much. Yeah, you're by the way, a solid, you're hopping back and forth between a solid S7 and a 9. Great broadcast audio, by the way, over. Oh, thank you. I got a good copy on you. Yeah, 40 is more conducive for us because of the distance limit of Philly to the New York area. So that's good. Yeah, you get beaten up too much. I'm not really 100% in agreement with what everybody's doing with you over there, and I'm willing to listen to what you have to say. I'm not as critical as other people are of anybody around there, but I can't be critical of you. I don't take a total exception to what you talk about, what you say, because I can't hear everything you said. So we'll open up with a clean slate. How about that?
No, roger that. I appreciate that. But, quite honestly, I take very little seriously on here, and it's a hobby. It's for fun. Excuse me. And I don't take anything personal. Although, unfortunately, as you know, and I'm sure you've heard many war stories more than I about all the threats and the hatred and the retaliation that's done on here, and to the point where people are calling jobs and visiting homes and threatening family members and all that. That's just absurd. And it's way over the line. But I just don't take anything seriously, and don't take it personally. And, they can say all they want over the radio. That's no big deal. And, it is only words, so they can't harm a thing. Especially in my situation, being retired, I don't have to worry about a job, anybody contacting a job or anything like that. So it's sort of a nice situation to be in. Over.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I mean, sometimes I'm the object of scorn because people don't like whatever my political position is. But threatening people, I don't know. I'm not game for that. I'm not game for threatening people and wishing people, individuals that I know on the radio death. I mean, or harm. I sort of draw the line. I have to draw the line on that, and I don't think it's legal. It's a threat. It's not right.
Yeah, I totally agree, and you're right. It is not. In fact, that's a good example of the First Amendment. That you can stand up and you can say whatever you want, but you can't say to where your First Amendment can be shut down is if you stand up again in the movie theater and you say, hey, there's a fire, and there's no fire. Obviously, that free speech can be shut down, as well as you just can't throw out threatening comments about, hey, I'm going to kill John Doe or Mary Doe or whatever. That violates the First Amendment, and you can be shut down for that. But I haven't really had any direct threats, some indirect insinuendos, but nothing directly. In fact, there's another ham on there, Joe, who apparently has been threatened more than his fair share directly. And in fact, I mentioned to Joe yesterday, I think there was somebody outside of his place that claimed, where are you, Joe? I need you to come outside or whatever. I'm here looking at your tower. To me, that's way over the line. But to me, this is all, it should be fun. It should be a hobby. Nothing's taken personal, but unfortunately, there's that element out there that just goes way overboard with it. And they have short fuses. They take everything personal, and they don't hesitate to fly off the deep end with zero hesitation. WB3 ATS.
Yeah, KC2QIN. Yeah, that's where I sort of back away. I mean, that's somebody says, well, see, that's the point. If somebody says, you die in a fire, it's not a direct threat, but it's like it's showing the level of scorn that is really visceral, and I don't like that. That's
so self-righteous. Yeah, and you should look up the history of that person. Apparently, there's some stuff on the internet, but he does that. If that's the same person I'm thinking of, he makes those threats on a regular basis, unfortunately, to everyone, and he has no self-restraint. Obviously, as you heard from the little discussions that he's had with everybody, and it's really no discussions of substance. It's mostly just threats, and it's very unfortunate.
Yeah, you have to figure that some people have had certain elements in their life that have affected them in their personalities, but they have to understand there's a limit. See, like with Donnie, I've had conflict with Donnie on certain debating issues, and he has said things that have been pretty pissed me off, but I let him know it pissed me off, but I don't threaten him or do anything. I just open my mind up to the fact that we can debate these things. And now he actually said he divorced me. He doesn't want to chat with me directly. and that's because he can't win the arguments with me. I won't back down, so he blabbers, and I just scoff it off, so he can't deal with that anymore.
It's kind of interesting, Peter, because you used to be out here QRMing people and making them mad almost every day.
It's like, how could you have a debate or a conversation with somebody and just forcibly, just present yourself as a sort of a hate monger to counter that? That's not intellectually stimulating enough for me. You have to be able to get into somebody's mind and understand where they're coming from. And give them reason to doubt what they think that they know. But sometimes you can't convert people over to your way of thinking. And, you try.
Oh, so prim and proper bullshit.
There it goes. Anyway, good to hear you again. And I know that Sean is in there, up in Canada. I just want to say hello to him. Hello, Sean. How you doing? Okay, he take you on.
Good Lord, KB9YSN Mobile.
All right, the mobile station, hold on. Sean, did you copy me? I guess he walked away. Go ahead, Alex, take the frequency since I was chatting with you. There's a mobile station calling, and maybe he wants to say hello to you or me, I don't know. But go ahead there, Alex.
Roger that. Yeah, it's unfortunate that what you heard exists, and again, I take those people for granted, and as long as they don't, say, hey, I'm coming over to kill you or to harm you or family or whatever, I'm not too concerned, and I guess maybe it's their only way in life of having an outlet. It's inappropriate, but I guess it's the way for them to vent their frustrations. And what's
QRMers putting off as the good guys. That's interesting.
Just a lot of the verbiage that they say. And again,
I'm intrigued.
Many people on here very seriously. But I appreciate your comments, and I just let it go in one ear and out the other. When they're in there carrying on. I guess if it makes them feel good, so be it. But I'll turn it over to the mobile. Good hearing you, by the way. I hope you and your family are doing well. I'll turn it over to the mobile station and see what he has to say. WB3HF. Sorry I don't have your call. Mobile station.
Well, the mobile station just wanted to get in here and have a comment for you. Wanted to make a call. Can I make a call?
Well, go ahead, mobile station. The frequency is yours.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. N9FRE, KB9YSN Mobile.
Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, Jeff?
Doing good. How about you, Eric?
I'm hanging in here, buddy. Just trying to get to the house to get some supper when I get there.
There you go. Just out here listening to these two operators be all prim and perfect when actually there's a couple of QRMers, I don't understand the concept behind that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, there's some make-orders out here anymore, you don't know who's who.
They think you don't know who's who, but in all reality, you do. Anyway, I kind of chuckled about that little conversation going on there.
I couldn't hear him real well. Didn't know what was going on there. I heard a little bit, but for the most part, one guy couldn't hear it at all.
Peter used to come out here in QRM and start trouble all the time, and the other guy, he's just, I don't know who he is or where he came from, but he's kind of out there. But anyway, that's just my opinion.
Day 9.
Buddy, Jeff, buddy, you doing all right? I mean, everything's going well for you?
It's all going good here. Can't hear you now because everybody's QRMing you, but...
Oh, yeah. Everybody's QRMing you.
N9FRE KP8ECF.
Oh, yeah.
Can't hear it, but everybody's QRMing now.
Everybody's QRMing the poor guy.
Get on here to talk to you or
I mean,
somebody else, their brother gets in there.
break. Drive safe, MNFRE.
Yeah, buddy. 7-3. See you later, Jeff. KB9 YSN Mobile.
Peter, who called me a minute ago?
Talk to you later, WB3ATF. Oh, yeah, we're 73.
Oh.
Channel.
WB3ATF is a Quarmer.
Yeah.
Said no?
No, there's no vegetarians here. Not tonight. I had some really heroes yesterday at the Super Bowl party at my gun club. We had an Italian hero and an American hero. And what is a hero? I guess it's a hot dog. A hero is like a hoagie, I guess you could call it. I'm not sure what you call it up in Canada. Chuck wagon? I guess it's a big sandwich. It's just nothing but a lot of meat and cheese and everything on a big, a long sandwich roll. Yeah, like a chuck wagon. Yeah, exactly. It's about maybe 6 feet long, and you cut it up, and everybody grabs a piece. Yeah, that's like a monster chuck wagon. But this year at the gun club, I was really dissatisfied at what they got. Last year, we had 3 times the meat, and it had chopped lettuce and onions and vinegar on it and everything. It was really good. And this year, it only had like a ½ an inch of meat and cheese, and no lettuce and no vinegar on anything, nothing. And it was just bland, and they must have like cut the price down, or God knows what they did. They didn't buy the right stuff. I was really dissatisfied. I actually had to take 2 of them and put them together as one sandwich. Sounds like a vegan got in control somewhere. Yeah, somebody just, cut the cost, I guess, of the sandwich. But we had some other stuff. We had homemade chili with bacon. We were cooking bacon in there, and the homemade chili with bacon, and we had wings in the oven. We have a full-size chef's oven in our club. So we had wings, and we had plenty to eat. There's no problem with that. It was one hell of a scoff. Exactly. And then we had, for dessert, we had 3 different kinds of cakes and pies. Cherry cheesecake. You like cherry cheesecake, Sean? I love pie. Oh, pie. Pie is the best. Yeah, this was a great cherry cheesecake. And it wasn't just the cherry goo. It was the real cherries embedded into the top of the cake in a graham cracker crust, and with a cup of black coffee, it's a spot. Yeah, like about 6 jars of maraschino cherries. Well, yeah, I don't know if they're maraschino that they use, maraschino cherries. I think they're more, it could be maraschino. They seem kind of like, pie cherries. It's usually in a can. I don't think anybody makes their own homemade pie cherries. It's all, manufactured in cans. And the bakeries buy them and stuff. But the cheesecake was a cream cheese cheesecake, not a ricotta, but a cheesecake cheesecake. And it was really fun. It was a good piece of cake, good piece of pie. And then there was a tiramisu cake. A tiramisu cake. You like tiramisu? Well, tiramisu, no, but I love rhubarb. Right, that's in the pie category. But we had a tiramisu cake. It had all kinds of different vanilla and chocolate, different, fruits and berries in it and everything. Well, it was filled with blueberries and raspberries. It was a good piece of cake. Yeah. Black forest cake. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one we didn't have. What else did we have? We had something else. I forgot what it was. Anyway, we had plenty of cake. More than I ever eat. I never buy this stuff at home, by the way. I don't buy cookies and cakes and stuff at home. I just don't eat that stuff. So when I go to a party and they have this stuff, that's when I sort of pig out. I sort of break my mold. Normally I'm eating very healthy. Roger. Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at my fingernails today, and I noticed that they're all wavy. Every one of my fingernails are like speed bumps.
Is that because you have different nutrition and sporadic, you're eating at different sporadic times? So your nutrition is actually showing how you're, I guess it would affect your hair as well, right?
Hey, Roger. Yeah, you can see the hair growing. Wow. I never thought that nutrition could affect your fingernails like that. That is wild.
Yeah, if you're eating irregularly, or if you're not eating enough calcium or dairy product or whatever, it might have an effect on you that way. I've actually increased my dairy, my protein intake recently, and I find that I'm clipping my nails at least once a week. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Now my hair is another story. I'm sort of bald on top, but my hair grows, but it doesn't grow in the right spots anymore.
Yeah, I got that thinning hair problem. I don't call it a problem though because I don't care.
Could be the onset of psoriatic arthritis.
Oh, you want to talk about sciatica? I'm the king of sciatica. I got 2 collapsing discs in my back that triggers a dual sciatica. Not one half cheek, but both, and includes both.
Another one drink to move. That gentleman wasn't saying sciatic, he was talking about psoriatic. So would you explain what psoriatic arthritis is?
Not sciatica, psoriatic arthritis.
Could you explain what that is, please?
That's right, yes. I'll trade you my 2 bad discs in my back for yours.
It won't be long. There won't be long. Till another one done. Another one drink to move. Yeah. Hey, we got some fellas out there having conversations with themselves, Sean, so I'm going to back down a little bit. And it's been exciting to chat with you as always. And I'm going to be wheeling around here, okay?
He was, sounds like somebody's trying to molest a moose.
Yeah, and I don't understand why these guys are doing CW here. Stand by, clicking. Anyway, KCQIM. I'm on the side.
KCQIM. Right here. 3GFY. Capital City. Richest station in the nation.
Roger, Sean. If I don't come back here, you have a nice evening, and I'll chat with you soon. Be safe and be healthy.
Roger. You have a good one.
Really? I always wanted an embryo.
You got one.
Now that I got one, what do I do with it? You squeeze the thing, you know, there's a coil, there's a little...
I know, I play recordings.
Coil wire. You just squeeze it, talk into it, and then you let it go.
Or that thing at the end of the wire, at the end of the curly wire, you treat it like a suppository.
That too.
What's your
The boys from 7200 are here.
Let your sphincter do the talking.
Oh, so Sean's talking out his ace again.
Sean's talking down his wood. Didn't quite hear you down there in the mud, someone.
The Tower of Power is here, WB3ATF.
Breakers, any takers? Hi, it's me again. I'm in your chair and I love it there. CB Savage here.
Oh, it's CB. There you go. About that CB Savage.
Come on.
You're not rocking like CB Savage did.
I'm in your chair and I love it there.
CQ. This is radio station Whiskey Bravo 3 Alpha Tango Fox 50. Power. Calling CQ. This is a station that's often imitated, however, never duplicated. This is radio station WB3ATF Whiskey Bravo 3 Alpha Tango Fox 50. Calling CQ and standing by.
ATF's nothing but a QR hammer.
Imagine that, calling CQ. My goodness.
And standing by.
Back to 20 meters, you QR hammer.
Yeah.
Squeaky stinker.
Big phony son of a bitch.
Squeaky sphincter. Yeah, go back to 20 meters. Squeaky sphincter.
Good frequency in, yes.
Yeah. What are you going to do about it? It depends if you're POTA or not.
Boy.
It depends if you're POTA. If you're POTA, it's busy.
Well, all you're going to do is see, no, that's ridiculous. There's a bunch of people talking here. And if a POTA came in, I would just turn them away by telling them you.
Excellent.
Good frequency in again.
We're trying to have a little bit of entertainment here.
POTA run the show. You'll meet me at Boyd's Barbershop.
I don't, actually, you want to know something? Somebody told me, an American, that they met the trans icon representative. They actually met the guy in the field, the girl guy, they, the guy, him, right? Somebody told me they saw that person in the States somewhere.
And they have painted nails?
Not being the sales tornado.
I got that picture at the local, actually I didn't even take it. So, we were at the local handset in, where was that one? The Carp. Was it Carp? Yeah, Carp. Ontario handset. Anyway, that's the icon was there, and they had a bunch of people, and that person was there. Wow. Let me tell you a little something. I was at another handset last summer in Smithville. And that guy you see in that picture in the middle, he was wearing black shiny spandex with 4-inch spiked heel shoes. You should have seen that shit.
Oh, wow. And he was there on full display in a handset. Wearing a tire.
Oh, you should have seen all the handballs. Oh, yeah. Oh, everybody was showing their true rainbow colors. That's for sure. It was actually funny because there was like a crowd around this gay guy in his spandex. It was quite funny.
Oh, wow. That's pretty embarrassing. It's very embarrassing, I would think.
I don't like the word gay. It's LGBTQ. Alphabet soup people.
There's a large operators that are homosexual. That's all.
Alphabet soup people. They don't like the word gay.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I assumed everybody what they do behind closed doors over.
Well, what happens when you're old? Well, what I've noticed, okay, a lot of older guys that are alcoholics, they start swinging both ways.
Oh, that's disgusting.
You can't shoot nobody. He's an alcoholic.
Especially when they've become, single, like when their wife died.
Oh, yeah.
Majority of them
Mom's going
become
straight.
homosexual.
Mom's going
Well,
straight.
that's an interesting analogy, W. That ICOM representative, the representative for the USA, I think, is Ray Novak. Is that who you're talking about? Sort of a lady individual over?
What they look like. I didn't want to stare at them, man. But they got long hair. But that could all change because he didn't look like himself 2 years later, like that picture on my QRZ page. Like, he doesn't look like that at all. It's like he started doing weightlifting, lost some weight, actually got in shape, and started wearing black spandex with 4.5-inch spike heel shoes.
Wow, that's pretty interesting information. Yeah, the ICOM representative for USA is Ray Novak. His call is N9JA, and that surprises me. I thought he was a happily married man, with a very busy RV life and a very busy Hamfest life, displaying the ICOM products, going around literally the globe. Wow, that's pretty interesting, over.
Hey, Brother Amos.
If you don't believe me, like I said, you can go to my Facebook, not my Facebook, but you can go to my QRZ page, and about 3/4 of the way down, past all the junk, you'll see a picture of 3 guys standing beside each other. The guy in the middle is your guy.
Hey, Brother Amos.
Roger that. I'll have to pursue that, and I'm interested in taking a look at that picture to see if it's Ray. But I didn't think that he went that way. But oh well. You described the analogy perfectly. You just never know.
Hey, Roger. Well, you know, it is what it is. Some men go like that. And I would assume it has to do with loneliness. Okay? So when they become single, no lady. So most of them got more buddies than old ladies hanging around, right? So and if they're alcoholics, it's almost a guarantee.
Well, interesting. Well, you came up with a very interesting conclusion. I think you should write a book about it. That's a perfectly legitimate sounding analogy as to what happens to WB3ATS.
And that's what I can see from what I can see. So,
Who's awesome, man? Who's awesome?
Wow. Well, I have an analogy about all these unidentified. I think they're very shallow people. They have no friends, no family. They lack the ability of being able to talk and communicate with people. They live in the basement for the parents' house. Leave for the day or the afternoon. They come up and play with the radios and they QRM. And that's their way of begging, pleading for help. They need assistance. They need some intervention, some mental health intervention. But they lack the ability of being able to directly communicate that. So that's why they're here QRMing people, because they're pleading with us. They're begging us for our attention. We're not giving it to them. So that's the whole theory behind these unidentified to these QRMers, over.
Can I make a quick call, over?
This is why I don't talk to people right now. You want to know why? Everything that you said that you dislike is everything that I find entertaining and enjoy the entertainment. Like all these quarters and stuff, they're only here on 72. But I mean, see, I don't come here to listen to these guys and complain about them. I come here to listen to them and enjoy
Like to make a call, over?
Hey, no, you go right ahead, over.
I'll let you go right now. Over.
Yeah, I agree with you though. I do. I enjoy it. That's why I'm on 14313 during the day, and most of them are on 14313. Then at night, when 313 closes down, they transition to 700. Then they usually go to 3930 or 3927. Leaves here. So, but yeah, that's why I'm interested in hanging here in 14313 and 3930 because that's where all the interesting action takes place. It's very interesting listening. And
Where's Danny?
you know, ham radio elsewhere is very boring. Listening to your typical QSO, these guys make it very lively and very colorful.
Where's Danny?
Definitely colorful.
54. Where are you?
You know, I'm the complete opposite where I don't care. I take care of myself, right? I don't dictate. If you don't do a call sign after a certain amount of time, well, that just tells me, right? But I don't go around looking for that. But like I said, I'm Canadian, so I don't have to say my call sign as often as you guys do. So, yeah, I like 7200 because everybody has fun here. You know? And Danny, K9R12, I don't think he knows the radio anymore. I haven't even heard of him. I haven't even heard any gossip about him. So there you go about Danny.
Oh wow! I haven't come to think of it. I haven't heard of them for a while myself. Well, we have to, as you know, we have to identify here every 10 minutes. What do the rules say up in Canada? Over.
Yeah, it's not as often as you guys. I haven't looked because
Roger that, WB3ATF.
Every 30 minutes in Canada, over.
This is the Power Whiskey Bravo 3 Alpha Tango Foxtrot.
Terrible. Nice. What's your call there, boy? Over.
Yes, thank you, boy. Yes, thank you. Where's Danny?
I'm looking for Danny. It's down, over.
I haven't heard Danny now, over.
Danny's dead. I think he must have got arrested there, over.
I think he got in a fight.
I heard he got shot with a bullet, over.
Yeah, I heard that too. He got shot in the belly. Over. Them bullets hurt. If they hit you in the right spot, over.
Are you making fun of me there, boy?
No, what's your call sign, boy? I wouldn't do that to you, over.
I wouldn't shit you, boy. You're my favorite bird.
Let's think about this for a minute. The QRMers are so damn bored that they don't have anybody to argue with. They got to argue with each other now. It's interesting.
It's fucking sad, Jeff.
It's goddamn funny.
Put your clothes on, Dan.
They have nobody else to talk to. That's why they're here.
Well, Darren hasn't been out here, so it's been too quiet for him.
Yeah, when it is too quiet, they have that constant need, that constant begging for attention, and that's why they do what they do.
There's a lady would use the microphone.
Sorry, that was me and then RON.
You got queer.
It's more interesting here than on.
Yeah, queer.
It's about 5 o'clock work, so they all show up. Come on now.
He's a queer.
That's bullshit. Joe,
Is that Joe? It sounds like Joe in there. HC1TV.
The recording of Joe Italiano. That's annoying.
Yes, it sounds like Joe.
It sounds like Joe has
A very poor quality recording, Wolf.
Yes, indeed.
It's a potpourri of all kinds of people.
a potpourri. Wow. That takes a little too far. I think it's more like a shit bag, over.
On the telephone there, Todd. They're going to be bringing me a wheelchair.
Oh, no. Is it a little rascal? A little
Where's
rascal.
K9RSY? K9RSY, where's he at?
Now you won't have to drag yourself across the floor.
And if you act now, a bottle of oxygen will be included.
Where's K9RSY?
On the telephone there, Todd. They're going to be bringing me a wheelchair.
But wait, there's more.
What do you mean has moved on from where to where?
K9RSY has fallen and he can't get up.
Wow, what a life.
Nobody knows if he's here or there.
He's just fine.
He might be queer. He sounds queer.
Oh,
He's queer.
Anything good, WB3ATF?
I like the dipping sauce for sales.
He's a leaking.
Bill, if we could put his teeth in so we can hear what he has to say.
Put them in your mouth. Yeah, I had to run out the door. My neighbor came back.
Oh, no.
Super nice guy, man. Super nice guy.
Were you quartering in?
No, because I sit here, and when I talk to you guys, I wear headphones, so I can't hear somebody knocking on my door. So I told him, I said, if you just open the door and hear me talking, just come right in and tap me on the shoulder.
He might tap you somewhere else. That sounds queer. He still might be queer.
No, not at all.
Well, that's K9R's why. Isn't he about 90 years old by now? 90 or 100? Last picture, last time I looked at his picture, he looked it.
Well, last thing we heard, he got mousy in a...
That's all that heavy drinking over.
I think he got mousy in a bar, and he got shot in the stomach. We know that happened. But after that, he really never came back here. I guess he learned about being a mouthpiece.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, he had a reputation for being a very vulgar operator.
He's a fine operator. He was breaking a fight up and got shot. Neither one of you have the balls to do such a thing. KX9D.
He's a fine business operator.
Roger that.
Operator got shot in the stomach. So, yeah, there you go. You gotta watch who you talk to.
I was an idiot.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, it's okay to screw around with people once you get to know them. But if you screw around with people without getting to know them first, that's up to you.
And that might be what we have here.
Where's pork butt?
And smoking area. God, that was disgusting.
What does?
I think pork butt is dead.
What looks disgusting?
Pork butt.
His beard with the yellow stain on his beard, over.
Oh, God. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't know if he was chewing tobacco or a smoker or shit. Mustard on that beard, over.
That's not mustard. What's the ice cream man?
I finally got myself my power supply. So there you go. I'm trying a 14.8 volt that doesn't move. Even on a 40 amp draw, the voltage doesn't fluctuate, nor does the amperage.
It's called regulation.
That was a cheap and an excellent idea. Oh yeah, there you go. Kokomo Joe.
Call sign.
Tell me, the Chinese chicken. That finger licking. That dripping. That Chinese chicken. 1, 2, 3. God, this thing sounds good.
You need more reverb.
Yeah, you know what? If it gets any better than this, my audio, I'm gonna start masturbating.
Call sign.
That sounds queer.
Canada.
What do you mean that sounds queer?
Queer. He don't sound queer.
Because my audio sounds so good, I'm gonna start masturbating, and you relate that to queer? What's wrong with you, boy?
Wasn't talking to you, boy.
Canada.
Oh, sorry, what was that about?
Send the call sign.
You sound as good as Captain Canada.
Whoever Captain Canada may be.
The E7 KFM.
Roger. Never heard of the story.
Okay.
No, I never heard of the guy.
Roger that. That's fine.
Yeah, he's just scared.
In Ontario. Okay? I don't think so. There's nobody like anybody in Ontario.
In this week. He's talking about Carl from Vancouver Island.
Carl Madera from Squamish.
Well, I like Carl. I think he's good. I think he keeps everybody in line.
There you go. I've never heard the guy. I've probably heard recordings of him, but I've never heard him.
Well, go to 14313. You'll hear him eventually.
There's no Canada beyond Manitoba.
Maybe that was him I heard the other night on 14313.
No, he kicked what's his name there? The bearded one with the white thing down his beard. He kicked him out 313. And then the bearded one came to 7200 and thought he was the king. He's no king. He's a freaking idiot.
I don't know, man. Usually all I can say is when you like a hobby, you usually stick to it. You know what I mean?
Anybody heard K9 RSY in there, over?
No, K9 RSY. Now we haven't heard him in a while.
What the hell happened to Danny, over?
Who cares? Where's that other guy I used to talk to long time ago?
You mean Portbot?
No. I forget his name, but everybody said he was illegal and he didn't have a license. Haney. That's the man. Where's Haney? That's the man. Where is that
Boys
man?
and girls, it's another cartoon voice queer.
Roger?
Get rid of one and two take his place.
I do declare, I thought I heard Mr. Haney in there.
I see, boy.
Burn the flesh of the Hydra, Jeff. Burn the flesh.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Yeah.
I have to agree with that comment that was in there a while ago. There's no Canada east of Manitoba. Man, is that a true statement? The first time I've ever heard somebody say that, but I thought about that for a minute. That's very, very true.
Those things that are making you talk like that, emotions.
Ain't saying nothing to you down on a muffin.
I'm showing you. I think you're hurting everybody's feelings here.
I don't see how. There's no such thing as ham radio.
Sean, how many nights a week are you sober versus under the influence?
Yeah, what are you talking about under the influence? I only smoke weed.
Well, yeah, how many nights a week do you do that?
Every night.
Roger that. Does it help?
I have a few dots in my back.
So which little cartoon voice queer are you, sir? You made up a name for yourself? Your character you play there?
Victor, America 3.
Roger that.
Oh, I got it. You just want to stay anonymous. Okay.
tell anybody, but he sounds queer.
I think everybody...
No, not queer.
They're taking over the frequency. But the people that are disguising their voice are a bunch of cowards.
Oh, no.
Disguising their voice is my entertainment. Please, come on now.
The audacity of that statement.
Sorry, Sean.
That's right. The audacity of that audacity.
That's okay. I'll be gentle from here on out, okay?
Yeah, Jeff, you're the... Yeah, see? Oh, my baffles.
So that, man. That's just... It's unreal.
See, when you
Three little cartoon voice queers conversing with each other. Man, oh man.
I'm not Mexico, queer.
I gotta give you a big old attaboy on that one.
Yeah, that Jeffrey sounds queer.
Attaboy.
Jeffrey.
Or in this case, that a girl.
Is that what you're talking about? Hey, listen. Just turn it up.
And the furry.
guys, some of these guys are 80-plus-year-old guys, or in the 70s, and act like 2 years. And it just blows my mind.
Yeah, you're lucky you can't see what they look like, what they dress like at night in the little...
I think in the long run, your little plan of making everything so easy that anybody can get a license is going to backfire on you. You're going to go from selling a whole bunch of radios to everybody not buying a damn thing.
Now everybody's going to have them and operate regardless of ticket.
That's already happening. It's all over when places like Gigapart start selling amateur radios to anybody and doing Mars modifications for them. Think about that for a minute. How many Mars operator licensed people do we have out there? And how many Mars modifications have you people done?
Some more than Venus variety.
Bought a 7300 to use all 11 meters, but hell, it's got all them other frequencies on it. I might as well use them too.
That Jeffrey sounds queer. He does. He sounds queer.
Why don't you come on up here? I'll show you my affection for you.
Can you please get your emotion?
I'd love to show my affection for you.
You gotta get your emotion.
Have a good old time.
Come on now.
You reckon?
Have a good old time, boy.
You gotta get your emotions in check. Come on now.
I love my ham radio.
I mean, there's people that act like idiots, and then there's assholes. You don't want to be the asshole. You got to get your emotions in.
Sometimes you have to be the asshole.
I am the asshole.
Yeah, got that right.
You can't beat them, join them.
I bet he got a real pretty mouth.
Anybody, so just hell, why worry about it? See, that's the statement they're making by not doing anything and letting stuff go on that's going on. And like I said a minute ago, that Mars modification thing that places like HRO and Gigaparts and everything, you know, they're Mars modifying radios for people. Are they checking to see if they have Mars licenses?
No, because they're not on Mars.
How you know?
That's right. You got to be a Martian.
KBA UFO is a fine example. He bought a brand new 7300 from Gigaparts and had it Mars modified by Gigaparts. There you go.
Well, that way you can get 60 meter upper sideband. If you get it stocked from the factory, it defaults to lower side, dummy.
Yeah, you get it all figured out there, don't you, hillbilly boy?
That's right, I reckon.
You goddamn yours all figured out, don't you there? Did you practice that for when they come to check on your radio?
Are you queer? He sounds queer.
I'm just trying to talk to
He
you.
does. He's queer.
Actually, since there's only 4, they're called channels.
I think
No, it does sound kind of queer.
40 channels.
Somebody told me you were queer.
No, it's queer.
No, it's not queer to me. Queer. Oh, them 100-watt stations out there, you hardly hear them. I'm operating at full legal limit. That way everybody can hear my comments towards everybody. I don't want to hide with a 100-watt station. I want everybody to hear what I have to say.
That's right.
That's why dealers running 5 kW.
Thanks there, hillbilly boy. You ain't got much of a signal.
We're giving him my motorcycle for chat.
I'll pump that up. Maybe you can buy one of them linear amplifiers from Gigaparts too. They'll probably sell you one.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got a 2-pill linear and a microphone.
You probably do got you got one of them Dave made 2 pills there on your ham radio. Your Mars Modified.com 7300. Is that what you running down there?
2 radios and a microphone. This is one of them Corvo 2000s modified, over.
Multiplicator. An RF multiplicator. I wish you guys would be
You ever think with the quote-unquote FCC rules that they would step in and do something about companies like Gigaparts and others Mars modifying radios for people who don't even have an amateur radio license, for Christ's sake?
Oh, man, you gotta keep it running. What's Christ got to do with it?
Christ, you know, I don't believe in Christ. Christ was just the word I used.
That the first time you said it. I just can't believe you really think this shit because that's a damn word.
I can rephrase that for goddamn sake.
Well, you might as well just
Take your pick.
play it on a tape over and over again. Give you some anxiety.
Good God Almighty, people. Hallelujah. Hallelujah for amateur radio.
Please the Lord.
Come on, man. God, Daddy.
God bless America for the WATF. God bless baby Jesus. God bless baby Jesus.
I'm gonna have my 6-year-old nephew get on Gigaparts tomorrow and order a Nikon 7300 with the Mars modification.
And then what?
Make a point.
You'll have to go to Mars in order to...
I'll sell it to you there, hillbilly boy. You want it?
All right. Mars. They're doing Mars mods.
Yeah,
Mars
I'll
mods.
give you a good deal on it.
Mars mods.
I'll give you a good deal on it there, boy.
Mars mod.
Good grief. M9RON.
What's going on?
What's going on, Rick? Oh, not much, man. It seems like it's a full house out here.
Oh, it's just a big old party, man. It's a good old time on amateur radio.
Well, I guess I'll just have to sit back and listen.
You don't want to be part of the good time?
No, I might not make very many friends, bud.
Oh, it's not about making friends, man. If you want to make friends, you got to find a different frequency.
Yeah, that's painfully obvious.
That's right. This is the outhouse of amateur radio. This is where you come to take your daily dump.
This is a mosh pit.
I hear you. Well, when I get ready to dump, I'll jump in there. In the meantime, I think I'll be quiet. M9RON, good to hear you guys.
Sure you bring some TP. You know, the roll might be empty by the time you get in there.
You need TP for your boat.
Or a Sears catalog.
All right, Jeffrey, you're using
Newspaper, something, I don't know. What was that, sir? Did you want something? You got a comment there, boy?
What's your call sign, boy?
Mine is November 9 Foxtrot Romeo Echo. What's yours?
Whiskey Delta 0.
Whiskey Delta 0 what?
No, Whiskey Delta 40.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds legit.
And I always get down. About as legit as it gets out here. Come on now.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
President Kamala, President Kamala.
John must have blew up his amplifier already. He ain't got no signal.
I still got my 2 pill Indian microphone.
Mama's pride.
All them QRMers got a southern draw.
QRMer?
What's up with that? I'm willing to bet they probably ain't in northern Illinois.
You don't think?
You know, there's not too many folks up here with that there southern draw.
Well, I'm in Illinois.
There you go. You don't have a southern draw, though.
Yeah. Is that you, Roy, in Illinois?
You at in Illinois?
I'm in southern Illinois.
There you go.
I have a draw down there.
Northern Illinois.
You can find some places in southern Illinois where they got a good draw.
Down there by Paducah.
Yeah, Paducah, Metropolis, all them areas. Cairo,
Springfield, or somewhere around there.
It starts happening, I believe. That sounds like Roy and Canuckistan. Carbondale.
Oh, yeah.
I'm down here by Lawrenceville.
Lawrenceville, Murfreesboro, Carbondale, which one is it?
No, I'm down here by Lawrenceville.
There you
We're
go.
sorry.
I wouldn't tell too many people you're in Illinois on this frequency. They don't like people in Illinois.
Communist bastard.
Figure that out yet. I think it might have something to do with AC1DD, though.
He's a fine man.
Well, why? Joe's a fine business operator.
Joe's all about friends. Where's pork butt?
Oh, my carne casada and homemade tortillas have arrived. 7320 in Anniversary.
All right. Roy D. Mercer. Roy D. Mercer, he's not here. They're Roy for Canuckistan. I'm looking for her. Anybody say her?
What's Roy doing in Canuckistan?
Canuckistan.
Canuckistan. What was Roy doing in Canuckistan?
I have no idea.